What's up, Chicken and Rice family? We are back. Yes, don't adjust your screens. Don't wipe your eyes. It is us. We are back for season
Nation.
season
We
three, right? Just
yeah,
three?
three of
Oh,
them.
okay. Yeah,
Three of
season three. We are we are doing something different. Actually, it's season three for y'all, but what we've decided to do is we're just gonna do away with the seasons altogether. We just want to just do episodes. So that way we're not kind of pigeonholed into, talking about, just certain things under an umbrella. We can just go for seasons. So we just, whenever we feel like we want to speak or say something, we don't have to wait and take a break and all that. So whenever we feel
yeah.
the need, whenever we are behooved to speak,
Mm-hmm.
we'll do so. Because as 2022 has been showing us, stuff is happening all the time. People have lost their minds, like, just to say the least. Which, brings us to today's episode. Um, we're going to talk about the Will Smith and Chris Rock incidents, and also the T.I. incident. But we're going to do a little spin on it. We're not going, because they have beat that dead horse to death, talking about it. But we want to talk about it in a different light. We want to talk about it in the light of um, Black people showing off in front of white people. That's what it seems to be, kind of
Mm-hmm.
the part of the topic, and I think why Blacks were upset, aside from just the violence of it. But a lot of Black people were upset about, the Oscars. This is his first Oscar, and he gets up there and he shows out in front of the white folks. And
Mm-hmm.
so some people, it's like a 50-50 thing. Some people like, who cares? I don't care about that. We just care about the fact that he's up there, acting like he's from West Philly. So, but I have a different opinion. Cousin Sean over here, brother Sean, might have the same opinion, but we're gonna talk about it. We're also gonna talk about T.I. running up on that young lady on stage, uh, which was just just a mess. But life has a way of humbling you. I don't know if you saw the latest on that, but we're gonna get into it. So, starting off with the Will Smith and Chris Rock situation. We don't need to go into what happened, because by now, unless you've been living under a rock, no pun intended, um, you know what happened. I had a conversation. I think we had talked about this on the phone, Sean, but I had a conversation with a friend of mine about Will doing that, and how it's making, Black people look bad. We're perpetuating stereotypes that we want to, distance ourselves from, that we're all violent, we can't, act, and blah, 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 blah. And I've seen a lot of comedians saying that, the Oscars have turned into the Source Awards and that kind of stuff. And see, that's the kind of stuff that comes when we act out emotionally, you know? So I agree to a point where, when it comes to showing out, um, I know a lot of us claim we don't care what, what white people think. I don't care. I'm gonna be me, blah, 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 blah. But for me, being somebody that works, and has worked in corporate America for a while, uh, I think you have to look at the bigger picture. I'm a bigger picture type of person. And so, yeah, sometimes you have to eat a little crap, to progress in life. And so that was one of the things with me, when it comes to me, when they're talking about showing out. Because if I go to corporate America and the first time I felt my feathers are ruffled, I react, emotionally. What ends up happening is that I close the door for other Blacks behind me, you know. So I go in there, and that's one of the things I love about working in corporate America, especially when I go into places that aren't traditionally Black. When I go into spaces that don't have a lot of Black people, um, I like to dispel all of those stereotypes. I'm educated, college educated, married, I'm a business owner, you know, and I don't have any kids, those types of situations. Our stereotypes are, we are all uneducated is what a lot of them think, especially in these ignorant and these small towns that, we got 10 baby daddies and, all this other nonsense. And so I like to make sure that they understand that no, all of that crap you're thinking about me is not true. And so, but if I go in and I play into those stereotypes, then what ends up happening the next time that a Black woman comes or a Black male comes in and wants a position there, they can be like, But if I go in and I let them know, hey, all of us aren't like that. So get that out your head. They understand that, okay, maybe I was wrong, and so that's what I meant by, acting out in front of the white people. What are your thoughts on that, Sean?
Well, one of the things that I kind of always fear, and I agree with those points, and I want to take it further just a little bit. And it's unfortunately that Black and brown people tend to be the only ones that have to worry about this aspect. Having to behave a certain way, holding and creating a standard, knowing that what you do can affect the person coming behind you and affect the reputation of the person in front of you that vouch for you of any color. Okay. Black and brown people are the only ones that have to deal with that, which is why I did not like what happened at the Oscars 2 weeks ago. Because now it gives voice to the other man to say, you see there, you see what they did, you see there, okay? Ain't you see what they doing? What they do. Okay. That's what they do. We told you violent. We told you that they can't keep they cool. We told you. We tried to tell you, and now look.
So what are your views on the people that are on the other side? We don't care. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care about what they think. See, I have a problem with that. Well, and it's not that we don't care what they think, but it's like you said, I'm a bigger picture thinker. So what are your views on the folks like, well, who cares what they say?
See, here's the problem, okay? Because unfortunately, we have to care what they say because let's just be real. These cats are the gatekeepers. Okay?
Yeah.
They are the individuals in front of the bridges.
Yeah.
Okay? And if we want to cross that bridge, there's a toll to pay. You gonna pay the toll one way or the other. Okay. That payment is coming through. You gonna pay. Okay.
Yeah.
You can pay a little here, you can pay a little there, but that balloon payment is coming. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to pay the gatekeeper. That's what we have to do. And yes, as I said before, we realize that it is one-sided,
unfair.
Okay, and me and Sujuane are right there with you. You see us shaking our heads, okay? We are with you in that respect.
Yeah.
Okay? But even still, okay, there is a way to behave.
Yeah.
Okay. We have to maintain professionalism. Okay. And professionalism does not mean walk and talk and do what white folks do. That's not what professionalism means.
Exactly.
Okay? Professionalism means act like you got some sense.
And see, this is the thing too, with that. When they say they don't care and they'll just whatever they'll react how they feel, and it doesn't matter. But I just remember growing up and whenever your parents would send you somewhere and they would tell you, don't get out there and embarrass me.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And don't get out there and embarrass me. It's the same thing, except for we're not talking about your actual family. You're talking about your community. You're talking about the Black community. It's the exact same thing. And it's not that you necessarily care about what other people think, but it's like you are a representative for your family. And you don't want your family to be looked at in a different way because of your actions. It's the same thing. And like you were saying, like that's exactly their thing. There they go. There they go. So now we're not gonna have to have extra security because, like I said, we're already comedians, and I know they think it's funny, but now because it was hosted by a Black man, which is Chris Rock, it was an incident involving two Black men, Will Smith and Chris Rock, and I believe it was the first year the director or whatever of the Oscars was also a Black man. And so it's like, and then all of that. So immediately, because it's so, it's filled with so much melanin.
Right.
And something happens where automatically the Oscars are now the Source Award. You know what I'm saying?
It was already filled with controversy from the get-go.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like they were waiting. They were waiting for something to happen. And once it did, it was like.
How many people fought against a Black host?
I'm sure a bunch.
Okay. A Black director of the Oscars? Are you kidding me? A Black director of the Oscars?
Yeah.
Huh? Come on now.
Yeah. And I did not like that because I respect both of them. And they're both incredibly talented individuals. And I said this on my other podcast. I said, Chris Rock he's a heck of a man. He's not even just an individual, because I don't know if I could have handled that with as much grace as he did. Because you know me. I would have aired it out. Okay. So
how to turn the other cheek. Literally.
Literally. He was literally in the biblical sense. He was straight Bible. He went straight Bible on him. I'm like, I don't think I could have.
But
I don't think I could have done that.
But that's what I'm talking about. Maintaining professionalism.
Yeah.
He did not allow the ghetto-ness of one person to affect. Okay. He had a job to do.
Yeah.
Okay. And he was not going to let somebody get him off track and keep him doing his job.
Yeah.
So, Chris Rock, thank you for teaching us how it was done.
Yeah.
Mr. Smith, do better. We're proud of the accomplishment on in the work you put in on King Richard. That award was deserved. You won it. They voted for you. I believe that was the right call.
Absolutely.
Okay. You won that. So you should not be stripped of that. But no, you gotta do better, bro.
Yeah.
You got to do better. Before we jump on the move over to the TI incident, what do you hear about, or what do you think about Will Smith being banned from the Oscars?
I feel like it's a slap on the wrist. I mean, what? Like what? I mean, okay, so yeah. Well, I mean, like, what is? I mean, he's extremely wealthy. You know, it's not really. I don't feel like it's really costing him anything necessarily.
Yeah.
You know,
he can't ban anybody from watching it on TV.
Yeah, he can still watch it. And I'm like, but they weren't really going to the Oscars like that anyway. You know, it's like, it's not nobody. I don't watch the Oscars. You know, I'm not really an award show person in general. I'm just not the Grammys, and I'm just not really into that. The only thing I watch maybe is like the red carpet because I want to see the fashions, of course. But I I just, I'm not checking for the Oscars like that. So I'm like, what's the punishment?
Does the ban extend to everyone in his family or just Will Smith?
I'm assuming just Will Smith. And see, this is the thing. I'm not sure about all the specifics because
Jada should be banned as well.
Oh, don't even get me started. That's a whole nother episode. But anyway, that's a whole nother episode.
Her behavior was unbecoming as well.
Yeah. But this is the thing I don't understand. So if he's banned, so it means if he but I'm saying, but he does a movie. This is what I don't understand. So if he does a movie and he does gives a stellar performance, that means he can't be nominated.
Right.
Or if he is nominated, he can't win. So that's what I'm like. I'm just not understanding exactly what all this ban means. I have to do some research, but it doesn't feel like it's like a real punishment. It's like, to me, it's like I live in Never Never Land with Michael Jackson. I live in his house, right? And I'm on house arrest. That's what it feels like.
Right. Yeah.
That's what it feels like. I'm on house arrest in Never Never Land.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'm cool. Okay, cool. That's what it feels like. So, I'm like, okay. But I just, it is what it is. But it's the privilege of it all.
Right.
It's a little bit of Black privilege, or not really Black wealthy privilege, or wealth privilege, I guess you can say, because he is who he is and he is successful. He got to stay, because if it was somebody who was maybe a D-list celebrity and not an A-list celebrity, I think it would have turned into something totally different.
I agree.
So he does have some privilege there.
Yeah, I agree, and I think a ban like that needs to extend to the whole household. That would give that punishment more teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't hear anything of the sort of that particular punishment went down to the whole family. So it's like you said, it's house arrest at Never Never Land.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, okay, well, anyway.
Have another embarrassing moment that we need to talk about. Just when you thought it was safe to watch a comedy routine on YouTube.
Just when you thought it was safe to get on the stage and do your comedy routine, along comes T.I.
And that's but like we were talking about before, setting a dangerous precedence. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I can't just sit down and be, you know what I'm saying? Look, when you go to a comedy show, okay?
Stay in your seat.
You are going to get roasted. Mm-hmm. Okay? If they see you, they gonna roast you. Okay? Yeah. I've been roasted at a comedy show.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's just that's just what happens when you go. Yeah. If you don't want to be roasted on a comedy show, okay?
Don't sit in the front, or don't go.
Sit in the front. Don't go. And if you do go, and if you do sit in the front, don't be out here committing no crimes.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. So T.I., so people who may or may not follow T.I., he's now trying his hand at comedy. He's a rapper. That's where he's had his success at is being a rapper. And so he's decided he wants to get into the comedy game. Much respect, because that's a really hard industry to break into. It's hard. People think that they're funny, just because you're funny in moments. Like I've had people tell me, "Oh my God, you're so funny, you should be a comedian." I'm like, I'm just funny in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just if I'm sitting somewhere and something's funny, I'll, but it's the circumstance of the situation. Now, if I had to step up and write it out a joke, and nah, bro,
No, that's
nah,
hard.
yeah, yeah, I don't think so. But at any rate, but yeah, it's a very it's hard to make people laugh, especially people you don't know. You
Yeah.
don't know what their sense of humor is like, and honestly, a lot of people are there hoping that you bomb because
Right.
that's funny
Yep.
to them. And so, but anyway, so he's at this comedy joint. I'm not sure what city it was in, but he's there and the girl says a joke or something. And I'm not sure if she said made a joke about T.I. and his wife. And then but anyway, he heckles her first, basically.
Right.
And so he heckles her first and he gets up and grabs the mic and all the stuff and he's going, and she had on a orange wig with a hat on top of the wig, and he kept telling her, take off the wig, we know that wig is attached to the hat. He's heckling her. He called her the B word, told her to shut the F up, all kinds of stuff. And then she after he tells her to take her wig off, she responds, and I'll take my wig off when you address the sexual allegations, the sexual assault allegations. And so that pretty much set him off. At that point, he goes on stage, which I did not like because he came all up on her kind of aggressive. Yeah. It was mad aggressive. And I was like, well, first of all, I was like, where are the men? Where are the men in this situation? Where are the men this is still a woman. Right. Where's security? Why aren't y'all coming to her defense? And it was a really, really unfortunate situation. And so, but I have respect for sis because she held her own. She did not allow him to back her down. She didn't allow him to shut her up. She kept saying what she had to say. At the end of the show, T.I. is like a textbook narcissist, in my opinion, because he sat her down, I guess, to try to squash it at the end of the show. They sitting on stage. He gets her a drink or whatever, and they're talking. He says, I'm not trying to harm you. He says, I'm here to protect you and correct you. I'm like, correct her for what? What did she do wrong? You're the one that needs correction, sweetheart, not her. But it's that narcissist thing. It's just like
her from. Who is he protecting her from?
I have no idea. And what are you correcting her for? What did she do? What you started with her first. You heckled her first.
Right.
And so I'm like, how are you correcting her for something that you did wrong? But the saga continues. So anyway, after that, I'm not sure if you knew this part. After that, she gets on there and she gets on her social media, and she, of course, T.I., whenever something goes down, he always gets on his live. Somebody needs to take his phone. He gets on his live to explain, and it really didn't do any good. It did more harm than good, in my opinion. But she gets on and she says her piece, and then it comes out that he's saying he didn't call her the B word, and she said he did. So she gets on her saying, yeah, you did. And then he's on his live. He says, if you can show me a video where I called you a bitch, then I will give you $1 million. So she gets on and she says her piece, and on Instagram, and then she provides the video where he called her the B word.
Yeah.
And of course, he didn't pay. So then he starts backpedaling, of course. Yeah. And so his way of giving her $1 million is to post her on his Instagram page and telling all of his followers to go follow and support her. So that was the $1 million that he gave her. I guess he gave her $1 million worth of opportunity. No, bro, you said $1 million. You didn't say I'm gonna give you an opportunity to make $1 million. You said $1 million off top. And so anyway, so then I guess from that, because nobody would let him off the hook. I mean, everybody was coming. Where's some? Give her money. Give her every comment. Give her her money. Give her her money. Give her her money. He could post nothing without everybody saying, give her her money. Give her her money. So he realized he wasn't gonna get away from it. So I guess she got flued out. She got flued out to wherever he was. He had her there, and I guess he got her some fries or some stuff. Wherever he was I don't know. He was somewhere, But I guess she was his special guest, her and her friend. I guess he had invited them to come wherever he was. And so I guess this is his way of trying to play nice, to kind of talk his way. Because T.I. has the gift of gab. He's very good at talking himself out of things. But this was a situation that he couldn't talk himself out of, because he wrote a check that his ass literally could not cash, And so, yeah, so he's basically, this is like his little protege now to try to make people forget, but like people, we're not forgetting. You still run that girl her money because you said it. You shouldn't have said it. And you got it to give. So give that girl her money.
Yeah.
And so she, but anyway, so that was that. I'm like, she crazy, because I wouldn't have, you can't buy me for no fries and chicken tenders. I'm sorry. I'm gonna need my check. But
I need the rest of that money. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. If you give me that, I can fly myself out. I can fly myself out myself, and I can get my own fries and chicken tenders if you give me my millie, right? So then, beat this happened, I guess maybe within the last day or two. So T.I. is doing a show in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center. Shout out to Brooklyn. I'll be there in September. Anyway, so he's doing his routine in Brooklyn. Now think about a New York crowd, especially in Brooklyn. If you suck, New York is they don't care. They're gonna let you know. They don't care who you are.
Yeah, yeah.
So he got up there and got booed when he got up in Brooklyn and did his routine. He got straight booed. And I'm like, you know what? That's what I said at the beginning of this video in this episode, is that life has a way of humbling you. I mean, they booed him. Like, it wasn't even a little, it was like, boo. He's not funny. I mean, he's not. He's not. And then this is the second incident that he's had with, he had the issue with Godfrey. Godfrey had said something, long story short, Godfrey had said something about him doing comedy. He got all in his feelings, and then, called himself, calling out Godfrey or whatever. I'm like, you might be too sensitive, bro, to do comedy, because this is my thing with T.I. A lot of comedians, for one, talk about other celebrities. That's just, it's easy, right?
Great.
Yeah. Right. So you are a celebrity, for one. You're in the news. You got a lot of stuff going on in the news right now. You're in the media with all your stuff going on, and you're doing something new for you. So for other comedians that are there, it's basically low-hanging fruit. You're an easy target. And you have to just understand that comes with, first of all, and then you should be used to it from just being a celebrity, people talking about you. But
this is not the first time someone has taken a jab.
No. They've taken jabs at you your whole career.
Yes.
They take jabs at your wife. It's just like, that's just what comes with the territory.
I've delivered some of those jabs.
Huh?
I have delivered some of those jabs.
Yeah. I mean, it's just par for the course. So it's like,
it is what it is.
But yeah, so that's T.I. So, I know they were trying to use this whole thing with the Will Smith thing, that, he's talking about this protect Black women. And I just found it interesting that the T.I. situation lent itself to that, because that was a Black woman that needed protection in that moment.
Yeah.
And those brothers in that club failed her miserably. Because there's no way, first of all, he should have got him. Somebody should have got him when he got on that stage. Somebody should have got him. He should not have been able to walk up on that young lady twice. He walked up on her first and tried to give her a hug, and she didn't hug him back.
Out of line.
And then she walked away, and then he walked up on her again. I'm like, where in the world at no point did I see security run up on that stage. Just the moment that he got up out of his seat trying to heckle her, they should have been on him, celebrity or not.
Agreed.
What are your thoughts?
Again, I find it hard pressed to disagree. And you even brought up, not just security. Where were the men?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Surely there was another male body in that comedy club. Surely.
Several.
And it didn't take but a second to realize what was about to go down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I guarantee you, if somebody had run up on the stage while T.I. was attempting to run on the stage while T.I. was up there, security would have came out.
Now, come on now.
So his celebrity is deserves to be protected, and he deserves to be protected as a celebrity more than a female.
Well, there has to be some equal protection for a performer.
Yeah.
Okay. A performer, male and female, needs to have the confidence that they are going to be able to perform, to do the job that you paid them to do.
Yeah.
Okay. And they can have the confidence that the person that is standing up is going to the bathroom and not walking towards the stage.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's what it is. And we're like we're saying, we're setting the wrong example. And that is why that is the main reason why I was disappointed that Chris Rock did not press charges on Will Smith. Because he, in essence, said that this is okay behavior. And we can't keep this going. That is unacceptable behavior.
Yes.
I not get mad and get up and approach the stage because I don't like a joke. Okay? Yeah. I don't have to be there.
Yeah.
Okay? I can leave. You can beg for your money back, although I don't think under those circumstances they're going to get.
Yeah.
But hey, anything is possible. Okay. Yeah. Never say never. There's a couple of things you can do. Walking up on stage is not one of them. Okay. Yeah. You can't do that. And, and for those that think that is okay to do it, those that are unreligious, they say, or they believe in karma. Okay. Those that are religious or Christian believe in sowing and reaping. It's the same thing whether you are religious or unreligious. Okay. You will reap what you sow.
T.I. is a prime example of that, because that show, I know his ego is hurt.
Yeah.
Ooh, you gotta, I gotta send you that, because it was just like, child.
But there's no such thing as getting away. There's no such thing as getting away. You gonna get it.
Yeah. Okay.
You are going to get it. It's gonna happen, and you can take that to the bank.
Yeah.
Okay. Somehow, some way, someday, you will get it. You will pay the bill. You will pay that toll. The cross is coming.
Yeah.
It is coming. So
it's a rough time to be a comedian right now in 2022. So if you're thinking about being a comedian and you're thinking about that might be the career path that you might want to say, I might say wait until 2023. Because we, it's not safe. It's not safe out there. It ain't safe.
Have something sharp in your back pocket.
Put you a helmet on or something. Just something. Just something. I don't know.
Okay, because these, like I said, something new is now acceptable that should not be acceptable. But this is where we are now.
Yeah, unfortunately.
This is where we are now. So I do believe that this trend it'll die off.
Oh yeah.
It'll die. Okay.
Yeah.
But but for the next couple of months, you know, people are empowered now.
Mm-hmm.
An example set, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
it might be, it might be 2023 before, we won't see this much of this. And, hopefully by 2023, we will have in fact learned our lesson that
Yeah.
you will, whatever you call it, karma, okay, you will reap what you sow.
Absolutely.
That
Yeah.
the bill is coming due.
Yes. Oh yeah. But we wanted to just add our 2 cents and our unsolicited opinions on all of this comedic nonsense that's going on in the world right now. We're back again. We're back and we are ready to just, onward and upward with chicken and rice. So you have any final words? You want to close this out, Brother Sean?
Yes, I do want to make mention of a few things. As you will notice, this video was accompanied by a new intro here. We're doing some things. We're trying to take chicken and rice to the next level. So tell us what you think about that. That work that was put in, very, very heavy contribution by a good friend of mine, Chris Sales.
Shout out to him.
Chris Sales. Shout out to Chris Sales. I had a vision. He had the software.
Yeah.
And we spent 2 hours to make something that took, to make a 10-second, intro. But Chris, I do appreciate the time that you put in last night. We appreciate you. Sujuane loves it. Passed the Sujuane test. Thank you very much. Family, friends, like Sujuane said, we back. Okay. Thank you for hanging in there with us. And we're gonna keep this train rolling. Like I said, we're not doing seasons anymore. So this is episode 15 of the series.
Yeah.
All right. Episode 15.
Is it 15 or 16?
This would be
16.
16.
16. Yeah, this is 16.
16, guys.
Yes.
So just thank you to everyone. The followers on Instagram, they growing. Okay. Thank you. Sujuane, my beautiful cousin, thank you.
Likewise.
Thank you. I actually, over the last 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks have been absolutely great. I actually got to see Sujuane 2 weekends in a row.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did. I'm like, yeah, we did, huh? Yeah.
And those were two great weekends.
Yeah.
So, and I was just that made me very happy. I don't get to see Sujuane very often, as she is accomplishing her goals, and she's working and being a very dutiful wife.
Yeah.
Okay. She does all of that. So we appreciate Sujuane for all of the work that Sujuane has done, not just on 1, but 2 podcasts. And I am going to step up. I'm going to help lighten the load and do more, because I really do care about chicken and rice. I really do.
Yeah.
That is where we are going to end it. Brother Sean, Cousin Sean, Mr. Sean, or just Sean.
Or Sean.
Oh, or what? Say it again.
Sean. Hey, Sean. Hey, purple shirt. On that note, y'all, man, we're going to see you in the next episode. Peace out, y'all.